The title of our group project is The Role of Mental Health Support Program in Reducing Absenteeism Among Youth and its Impact on Political Participation. Present to Professor Madya, Dr. Dinis Nalaihui. And this is our group member, Azmil bin Moliman, Chong Suk Swin, Christy Chong Chiu Fei, Chua Ming Leong, Clarence Balawan Boniface, and Denny E. Lukwi. The introduction is mental health is a crucial aspect of overall well-being, particularly for young people. It encompasses emotional, psychological, and social health which help individual handle stress, make decisions, and engage with others. For youth, maintaining good mental health is essential for overcoming life's challenges and fully participating in education, social activity, and even political life. Strong mental health enable young people to develop confidence, emotional resilience, and the skill needed to contribute positively to their communities and society at large. Mental health support programs are vital in guiding youth through stress and promoting active involvement in national growth.
Hello, my name is Christy Chong and now I will continue the presentation about the role of mental health programs. So there are various roles of mental health programs in reducing absenteeism among youth. The first role is early intervention and prevention. In this context, early intervention can identify mental health issues among youth before they escalate to a more severe level, where they can offer counseling, peer support groups, and health workshops. Next, reducing stigma around mental health. In this case, many youth, especially for those who experiencing mental health issues, will avoid from seeking help due to fear of being judged. So, mental health programs can reduce this stigma by normalizing mental health conversations through awareness campaigns and motivational talk, which this will encourage them to engage in social and political activities without fear of judgment. So, this will make the youth feel more safe and comfortable to express themselves, and they will more likely to participate in community discussions and political activities. The third role is establishing social connections and community involvement. In this case, mental health programs will encourage the youth to build positive relationships with peers, family, and mentors. And it will also reduce loneliness and isolation that lead to absenteeism. For example, programs like Stand Together by RH and UNICEF Malaysia focus on anti-bullying and mental health awareness campaigns through workshops, events, and social media. So, through this campaign, the youth will feel more valued and supported, and this will lead them to increase participation in social and civic activities. Lastly, is enhancing resilience and coping mechanisms, where the mental health programs can help the youth to build emotional regulation, problem solving, and conflict resolution skills. Through this program, youth with strong resilience are more prepared to handle challenges, which will lead to a better academic outcome, and they will likely to participate in civic and political activities.
Hello, my name is Romero, and I will present about the factor of non-attendance. So, as we know, that almost all of the non-attendance is happen because of the mental health issue, which is anxiety, then depression, and burnout. So, this issue can lead it is a common thing that happen in among you right now. So we can this can be seen in the youth like student, mostly in the student university, and then most of them having anxiety, depression, stress, or burnout. So actually, stress is not a mental health issue, but if the chronic stress, it will can lead to the burnout. So this is the main issue that can lead to factor of non-attendance. Okay, so this is a main issue. So for next slide, I will explain how this mental health issue happening. So there is several factor affect this mental health issue. So here is with the factor that to lead to the non-attendance, also the factor that cause the that mental health issue. So there is a several factor that can lead to the mental health issue like a stress, burnout, anxiety, and depression. Just like the slide that I have present. So one of it is about the social economic challenge. So we can say that there is a two things in the social economic challenge, which is financial constraint and lack of resource. So financial constraints, when the financial issue is having a bad financial statement background from the family, it will force the youth to take a part-time job. So when they are taking a part-time job, especially the university student, they were having this. They will have no time to attend their study and focus on their study, which can lead to the non-attendance issue. Not only that, not only that, because of the financial constraint, there are a lot of challenges that affect them, like having a hard to affording the transportation or school material and food. So, so there are based on the research, there are around 70% of chronic exempt of students are from the low income family because they have to take a part time work. So this issue, not only that, no, they also having a problem like a lack of resource, which there are limited access to the technology, especially when they are come to the rural place. It mean they have a limited access because of this place have a limited reach to the now technology now, so which make them unprepared and then they're unaware about this. So because of this challenge, social economic challenge, this also can lead to the issue there where there's having a stress or burnout because when they have a financial constraint, they're having a hard time to find the money, and then this will can lead to them become of stress, become getting burden, having a heavy burden of responsibility not only for a student but also for their own life in the university. So this can lead to the mental health issue too, which is a main factor lead to the non-attendance. Next is about the family responsibility. So in most of country, not most, but some of the country or some of the community believe that caregiving role is one of the is more important their education level. For example, like you often take care of their family or relative, which impacting the school attendance. We so when they among you, especially the first first will come to the first son or the first daughter, they have to take care their sibling or their relative, which is a small one, which which impact their school attendance. So their parents is already taking more care about the family than the education or their other attendance. So based on research, there are 13.8% of the students report missing school for the caregiving, rising about 35% in some areas, which is quite high. Um, and then not only that, there are also the parental expectation. So based on the cultural and the family pressure conflict with the academic duties. So some of communities or some of the parents believe that that the youth prioritize is home responsibility, which always mean impact always on the daughter, especially when some other community like Chinese community, sometimes they believe that daughter and girl or daughter need to take care of the man because they believe in the end the daughter will marry to a guy and never contribute to them. So this makes the parent expect them to prioritize the home responsibility than the academic or some other social activity. So they needs stay all day at the home, so they cannot get out and then socialize. So this when this family responsibility become a challenge to them, so this also can lead to the mental health issue when they are having a stress and anxiety, because all this affect their belief that they don't have a right to go for the more sociable activity, like involving themselves in the political or involve themselves in the kebajikan activity as something like that. Next is the two issue, which is two factor lead can affect the mental health issue, which lead to the non attendance. So the first one is about health issue. So in the health issue, we can know there are two things: there is chronic illness and substance abuse. So I will talk about the chronic illness. So we can see chronic illness frequently have when there are you having a chronic illness like a cancer or like a chronic illness like having a thalassemia that is at the heavy level stage. So they will need to frequently have a medical appointment and be hospitalization. These hospitalizations to take care of their own health from time to time, which this will affect their attendance, especially when they come to the student in a university life or student in a secondary school or like that. This will affect their attendance in their study, and then and then, so based on the research, there is about 5.8% of the student reportedly has been reported that have a chronic absenteeism due to the health issue, which hard for them to attend this kind. And the next is about substance abuse. Okay, substance abuse is we can see as they addict to the drug. When they're taking a drug, it will affect their physical and mental health. So when they have affect them, they become addict, and then they will think about that attendance in socialized activities, and is not as important for them, and they because they're addict to the drug, so they only need get the drug and having their time with the drug. So when they have, so especially this also happen, we can see around us when some of student, not only from the university life or student, but also some of it happen among the secondary school student. So this is quite dangerous issue for them. So when they're having by taking this drug, they become addict, and then this will lead to their attendance, not attendance factor. But so in this health issue, we can see that it actually affect the mental health. So especially the substance abuse, because they believe that because of the drug, it affect their mental health, because they affect their and which quite bring the damage to their brain and their mental, and then their thinking level might be changed, and then because of that they're having the hard time for their mental health issue. When they take not taking the drug, they will have a chronic issue, like they're having a hard time because of not taking the drug. Okay, so this will lead to the mental health issue. Not only that, the school environment also. So we can see the school environment, there is two things happen, which is bullying and the harassment. So when there are environment like having a bully student, bully or some harassment, sexual harassment, this can increase the anxiety. This may affect their mental health. So when the anxiety happen, this will lead to the acceptism, which they don't like to attend any social activity, and because they're afraid to meet the people around them, and then cause them feel unsafe in the community. So this will lead to the non-attendance. Okay, next is about teacher-student relationship. This mostly happen in the school or in a university. When they having a negative relationship with between the student and teacher, this will reduce their student engagement and attendance in school or university activity, which not only activity but their attendance among their class. They miss out their class because of their fear negative impact and their afraid of this social life. So this when they're having this mindset, it will affect their mental health because of having anxiety or depression, because they are afraid of the environment like that, because they're afraid this will happen again to them because of the negative relationship, because they're afraid to be met at. So this happened to them. Okay, so this is one of the factor to lead to the mental health issue, and also will lead to the non-attendance among the youth. Okay, last but not least is about the peer influence. So this is the last factor which lead to the non-attendance factor, but also not only for the non-attenders, but affect their mental health issue. So we can see that there are two things about it. One is a negative peer influence, and the next is about social isolation. So I will talk about a negative peer influence. So to make it simple, that negative peer influence is means that, for example, like when the one of the you they are having a lot of friends, but they are easily influenced by their peers, like their best friend, that especially in the negative influence, like having taking a substance abuse, or escape because of taking time to playing game around, but don't want to attend any school attend class and miss out class and escape, something like that. So this of influence is a very is kind of bad to a student, which is some of student, when they listen to their influence around them, they will take this influence as their behavior, and this will lead to their increase in acceptism. Because of this, they're having a mindset, they think about their this. Because of this, when they are forced to go back to the school, they were having a hard time, and then become a stress or anxiety or depression, because they are don't want to be forced to there. So this we can also lead to the mental health issue. And then when they are forced to go there, they were having a hard time, and they, because of that, they are having a burnout because of stress. Not only that, other is so the another one is about opposite it, which is social isolation. Because of lack of the friendship, the lack of friends, among the youth, there are some of their quite introvert one. Then when they're having a lack of the friendship, this can lead to this engagement and the higher in acceptisms, because of when they feel I have the no friend in the world. So this mindset let them feel very lonely, and then feel this pressure on them when they come to school, because they feel like school not only boring but quite become anxiety to them, because they don't like it. So this will cause them to low attendance among them, and then they become don't like to socialize with other, which they lead to their attendance among the social activity, and then because they don't want to socialize, so which decrease the potential among the youth. So this issue is quite, when it maybe it start with little, but if this continue, it will affect a lot of the among you. So there is a six factor for the non-attendance, but the main one is about the mental health challenge. So the five of the other factor is can lead to the mental health challenge, and then lead to the non-attendance among the youth. So the There is five factors that lead to the challenge of mental health challenge, which is social economic challenge, family responsibility, health issue, school environment, peer evaluation. So these five factors will lead to the mental health challenge, which become the mental health issue, and then after, because of the mental health issue, it will become a factor of the non-attendance. So there is a so we can see that if this issue continues, it will become maybe it's happen in a small community. However, if this keep happening from the small community, it will become a bigger and bigger and bigger, and this will become a big issue to them, to community and the future of the country. So because youth is a country. Youth is the most important asset for the country to become uh, more def- become be, become more mature, become more developed, and then it is very important for you to have a good mental health issue, and then decrease the non-attendance among them in the activities or in any program. That's all. I will let next presenter to talk.
I would like to present about the impact of participation in mental health programs. First of all, mental health programs can help to lower absenteeism. We all know that having access to mental health program aids young people in managing their mental health issues, including anxiety, depression, and others that are frequently connected to missed school, employment, or community events. So, students are encouraged to seek help when they need it, since stigma and transportation barriers are reduced when the program is given directly in the school setting. Next, build political awareness. Programs may encourage heightened political awareness as they help young people develop critical thinking abilities and a sense of agency. In addition to fostering confidence and self-efficacy, engaged young people are more likely to understand the value of their voices in democratic processes, which in turn leads to higher rates of engagement in elections and volunteer activities. The mental health program can also enhance social and emotional abilities. These abilities are necessary for teamwork and efficient communications. Both are critical for political participation. These initiatives assist young people in overcoming isolation, which is a significant obstacle to active political involvement, by treating their mental health issues. Thus, effective mental health support may enhance social networks, which in turn can boost young political participations. Last but not least, the impact also included the long-term political impact. These programs help young people develop confidence by tackling mental issues early. Voting and other democratic processes are more likely to be participated in by young people who are actively involved in their receiving mental health program. Stronger democratic institutions can also result from young people's sustained political engagement. Young people contribute new ideas and creative solutions to the political processes when they are actively involved. That's all from me. Thank you.
So next, I will continue the presentation for my friends. So I will talk about the challenges that faces by the mental health support program. The first challenges is the stigma and less awareness among youths. In this case, stigma can be happen because of the cultural, societal, and individual. As you know, stigma is one of the negative perception that of the cultural, societal, and individual among something. The something in this case is mental health support program. For example, this is include the negative word like dangerous and boy don't cry makes you having insecure to have the mental health support program. This is because more of the youths not easily to share anything about themselves even though they have a mental health problem.
Even there are mental health programs near to youth, they will less interest and avoid on it. This is because this word like boy don't cry have been applied in the youth's life since they are young. So they will have a mindset that they are not necessary to go to mental health program if even though they have a mental health issue. Next is the less accessibility, lack of the infrastructure, shortage of practitioner or budgetary limitation make the difficult of many youth people, particularly that living in rural area, to access on the mental health program. As you know, uh, they are hard for them to access in the rural area for the mental health support program because even the rural area have a mental health clinic, but this is private, so they need to pay more costs for the mental health support. So this make the problem of mental health illness or mental health distress not solved, but become more critical than this before. Mental health problem will make them started to afraid to come into school or college and try to accent to the class. So the third challenges is the insufficient of fund. The less funding has causes the decrease in mental health professional training and some counseling talk. When the resource for the mental health support started to decrease, supply of the mental health support service like per support will drop, and this make the quality of mental health support will decrease. Uh, this has causes the inequality for youth to sub for the mental health support program. For example, the limit of resource have made only the youth with have a rich family or powerful family have opportunity to enjoy this service. Lastly, the last challenges is the lack of evidence based on learning and training. Some modern evidence like psychotherapeutic intervention are not applicable in some middle income country, which is our country. Some rural areas are still using traditional medical treatment, which is only focused in the physical treatment but not for the mental health. However, countries that have a strong evidence of effectiveness but still not enough to overcome the problem of effectiveness of the mental health support program because of the not enough training, which is not enough of the professional and expert in mental health. In this case, the professional and expert mental health is not enough to solve the number of mental health patients, especially among youth. In this situation, there are happening shortage. Next, I will give the presentation to my friend.
Hello, my name is Clarence Blawan Boniface. My metric number is BB221101110. Okay, next we will continue to our group recommendation part to overcome the challenges. First of all is we have collaborations with mental health professional. This means this is the effective counseling service by mental health experts can help youth or students in school to manage their social and emotional well-being. This also contribute to academic improvement. For example, the youth as the student that has stress in the academic world or less like to go to school can seek help from the counseling teacher in their own school. This is to solve the challenges of stigma and less awareness of youth. Besides that, we have another recommendation which is training and education for school staff. This means by school staff or teacher can identify early the indicator of mental health problems such as behavior changes, emotional discomfort, or retreat with the use of training. Teachers who are able to spot this symptom are more likely to act quickly to help the youth or the student to get and to have their help neededly to solve these mental issue problems. This can overcome the problem of less accessibility of youth and less number of mental health professionals. Moreover, we got another recommendation is increasing funding on mental health support programs. This can provide more resources and sustainability for mental health support program. For example, by providing some mental health clinic, free service for low-income youth, and using telehealth initiative to solve the location problem. Within this improvement, youth can enjoy a mental health support programs without overspending to have extra costs to have mental support in the city area. In addition, increasing funding also can help improving and upgrading the facility that already have in every mental health support stations. And last but not least, we have a recommendation by technology applying in mental health support program. Through the analysis of user data, AI-powered apps may offer customized therapy like mood monitoring, mindfulness exercise. In this case, by applying like AI is very useful because it has high security and the information that is shared by youth is only known by themselves. This is important because it can overcome the problem of trust issue by youth on the worker or professionals in mental health support programs. Youth also will not worry that their personal informations will be leaked or known by another person.
The conclusion is mental health support programs are crucial for reducing absenteeism among youth and boosting their political participation. This program address mental health challenges like anxiety and depression, improving attendance in school and workplace. When youth feel supported, they are more confident and likely to engage in political activity like voting and advocacy. Healthy, engaged youth contribute to better decision-making in society, strengthening democracy. However, challenges like stigma, limited funding, and unequal access remain. Addressing this require joint effort from government, school, and community. By investing in mental health, we empower youth to succeed and actively shape a better future.